Hola, bienvenidos a la clase de español. Hoy vamos a hablar del capítulo 6, el vocabulario, la familia y su casa. Y mira, aquí se ven las pompas de mi perro aquí en el fondo, pero aquí es mi perro, Scary. Hola, Scary. ¿Duermas aquí? Sí. Bueno, entonces vamos a empezar. Los sustantivos, the nouns that we have. La familia is the family. Los parientes, relatives. Los padres, mom and dad or parents again. Remember that masculine dominates. So los padres can be the fathers in one sense, or it could be the mom and the dad in another sense. El padre is the father. La madre is the mother. And a couple different words for the person you're married to. El esposo. El esposo, el marido, that is referring to the husband. La esposa, la mujer, that's referring to the wife. El hijo is the son. La hija is the daughter. El hermano is brother. La hermana, sister. El abuelo is grandfather. La abuela is grandmother. El nieto is a grandson. And la nieta is a granddaughter. El tío is an uncle. La tía is the aunt. El sobrino is a nephew. La sobrina is a niece. El primo is a cousin, guy cousin. La prima is a female cousin. El hijo único is an only son. La hija única is an only daughter. Los gemelos are twins. El padrastro is a stepfather. La madrastra is a stepmother. El hijastro, stepson, and la hijastra, stepdaughter, because lots of different family situations. And there's so many more words for family, but those are the ones we're going to focus on for this unit. And then, as we go inside the house, una mascota, that is a pet. Aquí es mi mascota, Scotty. Tiene mucho sueño, no sé por qué. El gato is a cat. El perro is a dog. El pez is a fish.
All right, Toby, we need to get going.
Un cachorro is a puppy. El cumpleaños is a birthday. El regalo is a gift. La celebración, a celebration. That's a nice cognate. La quinceañera, that is the 15-year-old birthday for a girl. That's celebrated in many Spanish-speaking countries. Don't know why I have a dot there. La sala, or el salón, is the living room. So la sala is a regular living room, but if you have a really big one, you can say el salón. El armario is a closet. Sometimes it's used for a dresser. El sótano is the basement. El desván is the attic. El vestíbulo is like an entryway or a foyer or a larger hallway that you come into as you enter a home. El paseo is the hallway, more like if you have a corridor where there's different bedrooms and that's a hallway with rooms on each side. La oficina is an office. El comedor is the dining room. La cocina, the kitchen. And depending where you are, there's so many different words for a bedroom. El cuarto, el dormitorio, la habitación, la recámara. So maybe pick the one that you think you can remember the easiest and use that for a bedroom. And el cuarto de baño is the bathroom. Moving on to a few more related nouns here. La casa is a house. El apartamento is an apartment. La calle is the street. El jardín is a garden. El garaje is the garage. La planta baja is the ground floor of a house. El piso is a floor or a level. El ascensor is an elevator. La escalera is the stairs. And then a few things kind of related to houses, sort of activities. El periódico is a newspaper. La revista is a magazine. La película is a movie. La emisión deportiva is a sports broadcast. Las noticias are the news. And la televisión or la tele, both ways of saying TV. La tele is just shorter and nicer. Okay, little reminder. Use los before a family name to refer to a whole family. So you can say Los Garcia, like the Garcias.
I don't know what music is.
Uh-oh. Oh, probably in Daddy's car. Los Alvarez is the whole Alvarez family. So, little tip for you. Unos adverbios. Cerca de means close to. Scotty está cerca de mí. Lejos de, that's far away from. Josh está lejos de mí. Alrededor de is all around. Alrededor de mi casa hay muchas hierbas. All around my house there's a lot of grass growing. Unos adjetivos, some adjectives. Viejo is old, joven is young. Ancio is quite old. Privado is private, and simpático is nice. Some of these should be a review for you, but especially as we're talking about family members, you can say if they're old or young or really old. And then the privado, we're going to use it in terms of, in America here, we're so used to many people having their own homes, una casa privada, but in Spain and other Spanish-speaking countries, that can be a very rare occurrence. More people live in apartments, and they will just have that apartment, like a flat is maybe how we would translate it. So the big difference there culturally, socially. Los verbos, I think I should add here, the big verb that we're working with this particular chapter is the verb tener, to have. And so when you look at the forms, you're going to see that it's an irregular verb, and it's a stem changer and a go verb. So it goes tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tenéis, tienen. A very important verb because we have a lot of different expressions that use tener. And so definitely commit this one to memory. So along with that, some other verbs. Tener, we just mentioned. Cumplir, and however many años. Voy a cumplir 20 años este año. I'm going to arrive at or come to celebrate the birthday for however many years. Invitar is to invite. Subir is to go up. Bajar is to go down. Ver la televisión. We already have done the verb ver, so you can guess, oh, that's to watch TV. Or mirar la televisión. So ver is used, so is mirar. I think mirar la televisión is more common. Escribir una carta, write a letter. Preparar la comida, prepare food. Trabajar is to work. Visitar is to visit. Then we have ordinal adjectives. So these are in English first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So in Spanish, we have primer, segundo, tercer, cuarto, quinto, sexto, séptimo, octavo, noveno, décimo. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. So if you have done some study of geometry and polygons, some of these words will kind of relate to that because they are also Latin-based words. Then we're going to be reviewing a couple different structures. Tener que is to have to do something. Tengo que lavar los platos. I have to wash dishes. Tengo que comer. I have to eat. Tengo que cepillar los dientes. I have to brush my teeth. Ir a is going to. You should remember that from a prior unit. Voy a la casa. I'm going to the house. Voy a la escuela. I'm going to school, and so on. So just that structure where you follow tener with que, and then it creates a have to do something, and ir a, going to do something. So it's like we have the future tense without having to learn all those verb forms. Then we're finally getting to possessive adjectives. My and yours, his and hers. So, mi, mis, mine. And then if we have a plural noun, so it could be mi libro, but mis libros. So that's how we're going to be using those. I'm going to make them smaller so they fit. And so it follows that same format. Tu or tus for your. Su or sus. Now this is where clarification really helps, because remember, when we're in this third person singular, it can be his or her or your, could even be its. And then nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, nuestras, all of these, now you see, you're going to have to make this agree with the noun that they are modifying. Same with vuestro, vuestra, vuestros, vuestras. Por ejemplo, so let me give a couple examples. You can say nuestro gato, but then nuestra mesa, our table. Mesa is feminine, so it has to agree. Nuestros libros, our books. Nuestras camas, our beds. So whatever follows the possessive adjective is going to predict or determine which form you're going to use. So the same with you all, my good friends. Vuestro, vuestra, vuestros, vuestras. And then again here, notice it's exactly the same whether it is singular or plural, sus again. So it's just a matter of putting it into your sentence and understanding which one you're referring to through your context. So this is something new. Wanted to give you a heads up on what you really need to focus on to study. I don't go necessarily in order that the textbook would go in terms of how we're going to be tested on this information. But on February 1st, you can expect quiz 6.1, and you really need to focus on these terms: abuelos, esposa, tío, tía, nieto, sobrino, primo, prima, marido, madre, hijos. And then our next quiz is going to be February 2nd, the forms of tener. So as long as you can make this chart and you know how to use it, you should be all set for that quiz. And then our next quiz is going to be on February 6th, knowing some parts of the house and being able to talk about them: apartamento, comedor, periódico, pisos, jardín, cocina, ascensor, garaje, sala, escalera. And then our next quiz, February 7th, forms of tener que and forms of ir a. So review the forms of ir, and then again take a look at these forms of tener and have that all memorized. And then our final quiz will be February 8th, and that is going to be on these possessive adjectives and being able to match them up with the noun that they are modifying and doing all of that. So get those dates down, and then you've kind of got a focus for what you should study. So that's our Chapter 6 vocabulario. Adios.